Hey everyone, how's everything going there? And oh, that's what happened. I forgot to share something else up here, so hang on a second here. I had technical difficulties up here. There we go. Boom. All right, so here we go. Welcome to the Camppatton Family Compounds Monday night Fireside Chat. Tonight's topic is, are you ready for bees? Okay, there. That's what happens when I get so involved with someone else's live stream. I was over on Garden State Gardeners watching his Pierogi Monday, and almost forgot to come back over and set stuff up. And I forgot to share the one screen so I get the slideshow showing there. So how's everybody doing out there? I see people rolling in here. So let me go on up here to comments and say hi to everybody. All right, so actually the first one in was Alicia, JP Autism Mom. She was in at 7:30 this morning, and I froze. All right, and then of course, Aidnir came in next. Sweet Pea Sid's Inspiration, Mary Beth Smith, Kaylin Strain, Rita Hunter, Suburban Homesteader, Wyoming, Arizona, Skinner Farms, Homestead Where You Are. And everyone's saying hi to each other. And I just jumped. Nate Mitch is here. And everybody's talking. And I'm caught up there. All right. So tonight's topic is, I said, gives some people the creepy crawlies, makes other people all nice and warm and fuzzy. And so, talking about bees, all right, my son-in-law, oh, we don't want bees around here. We don't want bees. He's afraid he's going to get stung. And even my mother, who was allergic to bees and, had an EpiPen on standby, wanted to have a beehive on the property there in California. And so, so let's take a look at the slides over here. And boom. Look at all that glorious honey. Bees are as nature's work animal, as far as I'm concerned. Without bees, we would not have as many crops as we do, getting populated and everything else. I mean, pollinated, populated too, because, without pollination, they don't populate. And Rachel Knight's in the house. Hey, Rachel. And there's, the bees are just amazing to watch. You get in there, they gather up pollen, transfer from plant to plant. And this is one of my favorite plants. This is a tomato plant. And so, without bees to do stuff, things don't go. Probably one of the most prolific plants around the United States is the mustard plant. Hey, Dennis, how's it going? And anybody else sliding in here? Just making sure, trying to keep up, saying hi to everybody. And bees are absolutely amazing. When you look at the way they work, their colonization, their mathematics skills, their navigation skills, and the way they can communicate to each other. Okay, basically, there are three types of bees in a hive. On the left, there's your worker bee, which is the vast majority of bees in the hive. Then you have one queen, and you have some drones. And so, the purpose of the drone is to get the help the queen reproduce. And when the hive gets so large after a while, then the queen will lay one or two more eggs that are going to be queens, and then the hive will split and divide. If you treat bees right, they are very much your friends. And that's just kind of the intro I had there. I was hoping to have Brett from Broussard's farm up here, Broussard's homestead up here, but Brett had to work tonight. So, but there are several channels out there that know a lot more about bees than I do. And just hang on, we get this up over here. One of those, I'm going to share their thing up here. Come on, there we go. Is Seeds and Arrows Frontier. And if you look, he's got a lot of bee videos. So that's one to go looking at. Broussard Homestead. I think just about everybody here is subscribed to Broussard Homestead. Hey, How to Garden. How's it going? And make sure I didn't miss anybody else. All righty. And there's Ridge Life has bees as well, and that and F-Rose, that's probably one of the ones to go looking at. And I'm trying to see if I can get the other thing up here real quick to show you. Counts. Manage content. I'm going to hop into my Amazon to show you what I got on the one book, if I can find it real quick here. It's probably back in the beginning here. Oh, I got to scroll down and pick this one. There's a book that I have on my Kindle. My wife and I got it a long time. We've been, kind of reading through it a little bit, figuring out what we want to do to get bees and things we need to know. Well, where is it? Huh. Can't seem to find it. It's one of my favorites here. There it is. I'm just going to go ahead and make this. All right. So it's called Beekeeping for Beginners. And there we go. It's coming up. So Beekeeping for Beginners, you can get it on the Kindle or you get paperback for $7. It's not showing what the price is for Kindle because I bought it, but it was relatively inexpensive. If you have Kindle Unlimited, it's free. Oh, it's 99 cents to buy. So, yeah. So it's you can see I've had it since 2015. So finding out about bees, is a good thing. Now, bees are important, especially if you're worried about a society collapse, because bees. All right, let me explain how bees are going right now. A lot of time, beehives, the big companies, they ship their bees all over the place. They ship them up north in the summertime, down south in the winter times, bounce them around. And basically, they work their bees all the time, which is not good for bees. That's why we started having the big die-off several years back, because the bees were getting wore out. They were not healthy, and they became susceptible to the mites and other things. If you have bees just on your property, you don't have to work them year round. I mean, when winter comes in, they'll just hunker down in their hive, and they have enough honey to make it through the winter and a little bit more. And so, they'll provide you with all the honey you need. Plus, I'm not sure how fast the bees a hive will reproduce. I know sometimes they'll do it once or twice a year if conditions are excellent. And so you can have multiple hives if the area around you can sustain it. I had bees for a while. It's been nice to have in the garden. Yes. And that's the thing is, if you have the bees, and you practically guaranteed to get all your plants to pollinate. And Kay's Amazing World just came in. Hey. And did I miss anything? Oh, there. Yeah. Thank you. Castle Hives, great bee channel. I forgot about them. So there are some great bee channels out there. So there's a lot of good ones to do. Okay, what's all right? Yeah, exactly. They need to get as much rest as needed. So, because I mean, yeah, so long as your bees are rested, they're healthy, they're strong, and they're more resistant to the problems. Michelle P's in the house. Hey, Michelle, how's it going? So when it comes to it, before are you ready for bees? Well, I need to change something here. I just realized something. I forgot to bring my friend in here. There we go. Hey, you let me scratch your tummy here and scratch under your chin. All right. Are you ready for bees? Is something you got to look at, and you can check around in your county and stuff for the apiaries. You know, fancy word for beekeepers. There's beekeeper associations and stuff. So the non-commercial beekeepers are probably more likely to help you out and encourage your venturing into what they consider an important hobby. So you can actually help keep the bee populations alive in the area. So you want to check with them for all the information. You can read the books like the book I showed there. You can do all the research. Do your research. Find out whether or not you are actually ready for your property is ready to support bees. If you're in the city, some cities, we don't want bees in our city because they might sting somebody. So you got to check with local ordinances, make sure they haven't passed an ordinance against bees. And if you do have bees, you may need to let neighbors know, hey, we got beehives. Now, if anybody has bee allergy, make sure you have your EpiPens, whatever medications you need on hand. All righty. I wish I had some of these other bee guys that could made it up here tonight. All right, so I'm going to take a quick shift here right now because there's something else I wanted to cover tonight and get it up here just as a reminder to everyone. Give me a second here to bring it up here. And there we go. So I'm going to shift back to bees again. Oh, yeah. Libraries have great books for the bees as well. So I just want to remind everybody what's coming up here. Right now, let me see it. Okay, I am 44 away from the 2,500 mark, which means I'm 44 subscribers away from the 2,500 subscriber giveaway. I'm going to cover this really quick for you, those that haven't seen it. Okay, rules are simple. You must be subscribed to the channel and have rung the bell. Click on the thumbs up on not this video here, but of course I would like you to click the thumbs up on this one, but on the video, the announcement video, and the link for the announcement video is down in the description below. Okay, and it's at the thumbnail for the video is this. That's what the thumbnail looks like. So you go to my channel, you can find it. Now on that video, you need to type in "count me in," not "count me in, please." Then just "count me in," because that's how I'm using a thing to scan through and look for "count me in." And let's see the next video. Okay, there's going to be two groups of two giveaway drawing categories. First category is for subscribers. The second one is for channel members. Now, channel members are automatically enrolled in both drawings. The drawing will be held on a live stream on the second Monday after we hit the 2,500 subscriber mark. This will give me hopefully 2 weeks to get it announcements out to everybody, so everybody will make it to the live stream drawing, because you must be present to win at the on the live stream. These are the prizes. I'm giving away two $5 Amazon gift cards for subscribers. For channel members, I'm giving away two $10 Amazon gift cards and a grand prize of $50 Amazon gift card. So that's the drawing coming up. So once again, the description is, the link to the that video is down below. And yeah. So, and someone asked why I'm giving so much to members. Well, it's simple. Members pay into the channel specifically. They join, and that's where a lot of the money's coming from, is from channel members. So, yeah. And a channel membership is only 99 cents a month. So, all right, let's get back to bees here. Let me check one other thing here. Where is the other one? I'm sure I was looking for the other one. I just lost it here. Where'd it go? Let me try again, searching. Okay, there is a lot of books on beekeeping for dummies, different type beekeeping, for beginners, backyard beekeeping. They even have the suits that you can get, the suits as well. And this is just the books on beekeeping. Then there's, if we go up here, go back to the top and go to all departments. Supplies. They got all sorts of supplies. They got, frames and stuff. Everything you could need. You can get it on Amazon. And you see how much supplies there is. So there are different companies and stuff, all putting out stuff for supplies for beekeeping. It is, absolutely fabulous. And you can also have, they also have the honey extractors as well. Everything you need to do it. All right, so I'm going to check on this chat here. Good night, Suburban Homestead. All right, good night, Sweet Pea Sid. And let's see, just going to catch any of the comments here. Yeah. Now, bees, besides providing honey, also produce beeswax. And there have been lots of videos out there, especially on homesteading channels, on the uses for beeswax. Using it in ointments and stuff, and use it for, some people even use the beeswax specifically for candle making. Others use it for sealing up jams and jellies. Instead of using the water bath can over the lid, they'll just put it, do it in the jar and seal it with the beeswax. So there are a lot of uses for the products that bees produce. The honeycomb, people talk about eating the honeycomb after the honey's extracted out of it. So bees are, bees are absolutely fantastic. So I wish I could was able to get more information. I had someone said they were going to make it and they canceled out on me last minute. I'm not going to say who that is, but you got to do your own research. I can tell you a lot of information. I have people up here from Ridge Life, from Seeds and Arrows, from I got Brett up here. They all talk about their experiences. But the thing is, you need to look into your situation to find out whether or not you can do it, and talk to local aviaries so they can apiaries, so they can tell you exactly what all is involved and go over and answer questions that come up while you're talking to them. There is a lot of time has to be devoted to the beekeeping. It's not like you set the hive up there and forget it, and then go out there a couple of months later and pull out the frame out of the box and spin your honey out and put it back and doing that. So, it is something that's not just simply easy. It takes work, but the benefits are multi-dimensional on it. You know, you have bees there closer to your garden to make sure your garden gets pollinated. You get the honey, you get beeswax, and you know you're helping nature, because bees is what keeps plants growing. Without bees who go out and pollinate, they're probably nature's #1 pollinator. You know, you are going to want, we all will wind up losing the plants to help keep us alive. Alicia says, yeah, lip balm. That was one of the things people use it on, is lip balm. All righty, and let me check something here. Okay, folks, so this is going to be a short one tonight, because basically I don't have much. I just want to get you guys thinking about it and looking into, are you ready for bees? Check out what your situation is and do it. I know I've been hammering on that, because it's not like chickens. People go, oh, I'm going to go and buy it. I bought 50 chickens. Oh, now I need to build a chicken hutch. Chickens can free range without a chicken hutch for a while, but bees, you need to have the hive set up and do things right to do bees. And let me check. So, do you mow with a manual mower around you? Okay, actually, Michelle, I don't have hives yet. My wife does not want me to get hives until she's up here, till she's retired and up here. She's still reading up on it. She keeps telling me, nope, I'm finding out something new. Don't get any hives. So, if we have hives, I'm thinking about one of the things we're probably going to have to do right around the hives, because I learned this from watching what happened with Brett did when he was out there trying to cut the grass around the hives. That kind of agitates the bees, you know, is to get a push mower with the old style push mowers, so there's not a bunch of noise and stuff, so I can mow the grass and weeds down around the bees specifically, so I can out to so far away, so I don't antagonize them and get them all upset. But Brett was using the weed eater around it to try to get the weeds down and stuff, and he said they got rather ticked off at him. Yeah, gas mowers tend to agitate the bees. I'm not sure about electric mowers. The electric lawnmower push mowers, they still make a noise, but it's not as loud and as thumpy sound. They don't get the from the exhaust port going of a motor running. So that may not, since it doesn't have that, it may not agitate the bees, but it still has the high pitched sound of the blade spinning around underneath of it. So there's Hugo Homestead's in the house. Hey, CB. So yeah, that's something else you need to look into too. The area where your bees are at, how are you going to keep the area clear? One of the things my wife and I talked about was even just making a 20 by 20 foot area, putting down the weed blocker, putting gravel over it, and putting the hives in the middle. We've talked about possibly doing stuff like that, and that way we're not around close to them. The other thing we thought about doing with that is putting an area where we're going to have the cows or the sheep, so that they can graze around them, and just that area and just fence off the area around the hives that has rock under, where we're not going to have any weeds growing up around anyways. And that way we don't have to even get even close to the beehives with any type of machinery. Okay. So, CB, have you gone down there to talk to them about hives and find out some information? Because that might make a cool video, going down and interviewing him. All right. So, yeah, there are a lot of aspects to bees. The more you talk to people about it, the more things came up. Like I totally forgot about the area around the bees to try to keep equipment away from, because I have 2 tractors, and then I have the ride-on mower, and I have a push mower, and then I have the weed eater. Now the weed eater is electric, but it still makes a loud buzzing sound, and it has irritated bees and wasps in the area while I've used it. So that's something else to look for. Hey Jay, how's it going? So yeah, that's one of the things you need to look into. And also, I know some people in back in California, they got a half-acre lot. Instead of buying a quarter acre, they bought the quarter acre and a blank lot next to it before they built on it and put it together. And they keep a couple of hives on their place, but I really didn't. I know they had the hives and stuff. I really never went over to talk to them, and I wish I had now. But as far as I know, they never had any problems with any of their neighbors, because gossip spreads through the neighborhood fast. So you need to figure out, do you have the land area to support it? Now, fortunately for these guys, I would say at least a third of the homes in the neighborhood have a garden. So a lot of people are growing stuff, have a lot of plants and stuff. So the bees have a lot of plants to go to, and a lot of plants to support them as well. So, ha 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 ha, Jay. No, I'm not worried about the Saturday Night Live killer bees. And up here, where we are in Idaho, the Africanized bees can't survive the temperatures up here, whereas the European honeybee can. So, because I know the across the street, across the street where Curtis lives, and a couple doors down, those people have beehives. They don't keep them on their property, except in the wintertime. They bring them in and store them in a building they have there. But they take them out to all the farmers, and that's what they do, put them out and around about. And then up the road here, 4 miles in Shelley, is the home of Cox Honey, and they sell a lot of their honey to Sam's Club and Costco. So if you see one of those, I guess it's a 5-pound jar of honey, and it says Cox on it, COX honey, it's coming from here. Hey Cecilia, how's it going? So, I mean, like I said, I want to get hives going, but my wife doesn't want to do it until she's up here. She wants to be highly involved in it, which it's going to be probably she's going to want to take it over and run it. That's why she wants to do it, and it's going to be, hey, fine with me, you can do that. Jay, with this administration, you're probably not too far off of that comment. So with that, everyone, I'm going to cut it short. Only half hour tonight. The main thing I wanted to get on this was get everybody thinking about, do they want to get bees? Are they ready to get bees at this point? Or what do they have to do before they can get bees? In other words, go out and do the research. All righty. So tomorrow night on Gray Man Prepping, my other channel, we're going to be talking about shelters from different things, including tornadoes, fallout, whatever. We're going to talk about shelters. That I know a lot more about. And so we'll cover that there and talk about the different options you have there for different types of shelters tomorrow. And that's at 10 o'clock Eastern on Gray Man with an A Prepping. Excuse me. And where am I at here? Get this up here. And so, oh, I know I forgot to do something. There you go. So Gray Man Prepping. That's how it's spelled there. All right. Also, if anybody has any ideas for topics you'd like to see me address on either channel, go ahead and email me at camppattonfamilycompound@gmail.com. Currently, I got topics out through July 26th. So I'm just going to start. I'll keep adding topics and stuff and things you want to see addressed that. And if you want to be a guest up here on one of these topics coming up, let me know, and I will get you up here. Yeah, Kaylin, unfortunately, you can't do bees on your apartment deck. But your apartment deck is looking good with that garden you're doing, though. All right, folks, with that, I'm going to wrap this up here now. Thank you for coming in and checking us out. Hopefully, yeah, Dennis, I like that. Be safe. Cool. All right, so everyone, stay happy, stay safe, keep adding to your preps, and see what else you can grow food-wise or raise food-wise for your family. All right, take care.